international city of Atlanta welcomes Namaste Bombay, bringing the Asian heritage of art, fashion, music, cinema, and news to the Southeast United States.
Local news. Year 2010 is being counted for Census 2010. Tonight we have in our studios Nigel Rajadurai of the South Asian Census Count Committee along with his team of Marathi, Punjabi and Nepali Bhutanese committee chairs. They all stress the importance and safety of being counted.
Namaste, I am Nigel Rajadurai, Census Partnership Specialist for the state of Georgia. It was the year 1786, the darkest days of the young fledgling nation. We have just come out of the Revolutionary War. The nation was at the brink of failure. The founding fathers realized the importance of the census, and the census got its rightful place in the Constitution in Article 1 and Section 2. It is the importance because it is the basis on which our great nation was built. It is important because it is the foundation of our nation. Let us mobilize our respective communities to wholeheartedly participate in the 2010 census. To further explain the importance of the Census 2010, I have with me Dr. Atul Laddu, Marathi Complete Count Committee Chairperson. I also have with me Mr. S.P. Singh of the Punjabi community and Mr. Birendra Dakhal, Vice Chairperson of the Bhutanese Complete Count Committee. If you have any questions, please feel free to call me. My number is 229-291-5724. The number again, it is 229-291-5724. Thank you.
Namaskar. I am Atul Laddu, Chairperson of the Marathi Complete Count Committee. तुमच्या सगळ्यांना मी तुमचं अभिनंदन करतो. It is important to participate in Census 2010. On December 31st of this year, the state population data from the census will be released to determine the distribution of the seats in the House of Representatives and to help the states set the congressional district boundaries in a process known as redistricting. The state and local governments will also use the census data to plan new roads, new schools, and new emergency services. How will the government know how many classrooms are needed if they don't know how many children are there? I therefore urge the Asian Indian community to complete your questionnaires and to be sure to mail them back to the Census Bureau by April 1st, 2010. I now invite Mr. S.P. Singh to tell us that it is safe to participate in the census. Namaskar, Dhanyavad.
Hello, I am S.P. Singh from the Punjabi community. Namaskar and Sat Sri Akal to all of you. It is safe to participate in Census 2010. Our community could miss out on receiving the full share of more than $400 billion in federal funding if all of our residents are not counted in the 2010 census. Our community cannot afford to have residents missed in the census. Your personal information cannot be shared with the Internal Revenue Service, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, Federal Bureau of Investigation, Central Intelligence Agencies, or any other government agency, not even the President of the United States. I urge all South Asian fill your questionnaires and to be sure to mail it back to us by April 1st, 2010. We cannot move forward until you mail it back. I now invite Birendra Dakhal to bring his message on census. Thank you. Namaskar and Sat Sri Akal.
I am Birendra Dakhal, Vice Chairperson, Bhutanese Complete Count Committee. Kuzuzangpo and Namaste. It is important to participate in Census 2010. As a young community in this great nation, it's important for the Bhutanese community to participate vigorously in the Census 2010. Census numbers are used to provide English as a second language instructions and adult education needs of the community, and also used to provide assistance to communities to teach our native languages to our children. How will the government be able to plan for our needs if we do not complete the census questionnaires? I plead with all Bhutanese in particular and all refugees in general to complete their questionnaires and to mail it back by April 1st, 2010. Thank you, Tasidale and Namaste.
On April 1st, 2010, our nation will be counted. Every person, whoever they are, wherever they live. And what we learn will transform what we know about ourselves. The 2010 census, it's a new portrait of America. The 2010 census is an exciting milestone for America. It promises to deliver accurate information about our diverse and growing population. And it's important for the future of every community.
The Asian American community is one of the fastest growing communities in the United States, which means it's particularly important to have an accurate snapshot of where our community is and how large it is.
Census data will be used to allocate over $300 billion in federal funds every year. Communities use the data to plan for their future, like disaster and emergency services, healthcare services, schools, transportation, libraries, senior centers, and more. The 2010 census builds on the success of previous censuses and is the best planned and most well-researched census ever. And innovations, like a new short census form, will help to make it even more successful. The 2010 census, it's easy to complete. Data are always confidential and safeguarded. It's important.
It really is important to have local people involved in the process to help to explain what the census data is about, why it's important to participate, and also to explain that the information will be kept confidential.
We need every leader in every Asian American community to step forward now and to volunteer to take it upon themselves to get the message out that the census is coming and it's important to participate.
The 2010 census. It's easy, it's important, it's safe.
A photograph, a time and place, a picture holds a moment's space. Portrait of hopes and dreams, telling the story of our times. And for now we know that we're changing fast. And for now it's clear that we've left the past. America, let's celebrate. We're proud and we stand tall together, a portrait of us all.
The 2010 census. It's a new portrait of America.
I'm Raj Razdan wishing you namaste. Please stay tuned. When we come back, we will bring our B4U segment followed by Aap Ki Pasand.